This is going to be the biggest week for cryptocurrencies this year. We have two major events happening, one on Tuesday, one on Wednesday. These events are going to either make or break cryptocurrencies for the next several months. I'm going to be getting into right now exactly what's happening, what is going to happen, and what we should potentially do about this scenario. First and foremost, I'm going to go over to forexfactory.com. This is a very good website that I recommend you actually use so that you can understand when big pieces of data are coming out that is going to be released that affects cryptocurrencies. Now, if you go to forexfactory.com, you go to the main page, it will show you what's happening today. Nothing's happening today. You click tomorrow, then we can see that there's other things happening tomorrow. Whenever you see these red folders, that means these are really big events for those specific countries. We see GBP, that means Britain, so that's the currency. We see Canadian, so Canadian events happening tomorrow. But when we look for USD events, meaning the dollar events, what's happening in the USA, these events are the biggest events in the world that affects every type of market. If you're a forex trader, a stock trader, crypto traders, every single trader, an investor watches these pages to understand what's happening around the world economically and financially. So if we go over to December 13th, we can see that there's going to be a massive CPI event. CPI is basically information that measures month over month, year over year inflation. And inflation is the reason why cryptocurrencies have crashed significantly from one whole year. For an entire year, cryptocurrencies have been crashing, actually more than that. And they've been doing so. They've been going down because people knew that the Fed was going to have to raise interest rates to combat high inflation. And ever since then, we've been crashing and crashing and crashing and crashing. So CPI, the last CPI actually pumped the markets. Every CPI event brings in lots of volatility into the crypto markets. It doesn't matter what cryptocurrency you hold, you will see every cryptocurrency go up and down a lot. The last CPI was showing inflation to come down, and the Feds have been raising rates for 6 months aggressively. And when you raise interest rates, it brings inflation down, but it takes time for that to happen. So we are beginning to get into the months where inflation is going to start actually going down rapidly based on high interest rates that are rapidly increasing. So CPI, what is going to happen is, depending on how it comes out, is going to show that the Fed can be less aggressive raising interest rate. Now, if we have CPI showing inflation coming down faster than expectations, then we are most likely going to see cryptocurrencies and stocks in every single major financial market pump very, very hard. Now, the day after, we have the Fed, the FOMC statement, we have the Fed meeting at 2 p.m., and they're also going to be releasing exactly at 2 p.m. how much they're going to be raising interest rates. Now, people are expecting a 50 basis points rate hike, which means that they're going to raise interest rates by 0.5%. If that is the case, we are likely to see a very big pump in the crypto market as well. If they raise interest rates to 0.75 basis points, then we're most likely going to have some type of dip, crash, or correction from that moment. If we can have inflation coming down on Tuesday, and the Fed raising interest rates only to 50 basis points or less, we can see a bull market. We can see some type of bullish market that can actually last months. And that would be very, very good, because what the Fed wants is not just one CPI showing inflation is coming down. They want a whole bunch of historical data showing that inflation is consistently starting to come down, because there was a fake out and inflation is slowing earlier this summer. That's what caused a big pump. But guess what? The next CPI showed inflation coming in hot, not looking good, that it wasn't slowing down as much, and that's why we've been crashing for the last several months. So these two events are going to shake or break cryptocurrencies, make or break cryptocurrencies, and they're going to affect how bullish cryptos are going to be over the next several months. These data points can be bullish. We're going to see a lot of profits in our trades, in our investments, and it's going to be very exciting. I am expecting a bullish outcome this week. I could be totally wrong. It's not financial advice, but I am expecting a bullish outcome. I am expecting the Fed to raise interest rates to 75 basis points. I am also expecting inflation to show itself come in at expectations or under expectations. Now let's go ahead and get into the charts and what's happening with Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, and all of our favorite cryptocurrencies. So what we can see here is that cryptocurrencies are just trading sideways. We are just trading sideways. Everyone's waiting for this information to come out. Today, the last couple of days, we've gone down just a little bit, but cryptos are barely moving at all, and that's what's happening. We go over to Dogecoin. We can see that Dogecoin actually took a pretty big dip today, especially after we got this sell alert on the algo sniper indicator. Going over to Shiba Inu, we are basically seeing the same exact thing. We're getting some sell signals, and it's looking a bit bearish, to be honest with you, on the charts. But despite what's happening on the charts right now, even though we barely have moved, things are a little bearish because we have not continued to break higher highs. We're still trading sideways, and there's just everyone's going to be waiting on the sidelines for the information to come out. Now, before CPI, we're going to start to see a lot of volatility starting right now. The volatility is going to start now. We're going to have volatility tomorrow. We're going to have volatility Tuesday. We're going to have volatility every single day this week. And even after the information comes out on Tuesday and Wednesday, it takes investors many days, even weeks, to fully digest the information. So we can be seeing crazy crashes and spikes every single day. Make sure you check out the links in my video description to help you make money. We have the buy alerts and the Patreon. I have this new indicator that I released. It is the most accurate trading indicator out there. Highly recommend it. Make sure you claim your $30,000 deposit bonus over on Bybit. All you have to do is open up an account using the link in my video description, deposit any amount of cryptocurrency over there for the first time, and you will qualify up to those bonuses. Now, make sure if you're in the US, you're using a VPN. If you got something out of this video, please consider giving this video a thumbs up, subscribe with notifications on, and I will see you all tomorrow.